Okay, start.
Good afternoon, sir, and a very good afternoon to my fellow batchmates. My name is Arpan Shah Hajra. My roll number is 19, and I have done this project, Smart AI-based agricultural drones, along with partnership with my fellow classmate Rohit Sharma. So, in guidance of Shri Shomajit Ghorai, sir. Thank you, sir. So, we are beginning. Okay, over to you,
Okay.
Rohit.
Nice introduction, Arpan. Now I will be taking off. As you all know, drones are very popular nowadays. Drones which are now being used for a variety of purposes ranging from cargo delivery to tracking of missing peoples in the woods, video photography and fun activities are also an important part of the agriculture sector, which has become more technologically and innovatively by rapid changing. Although drones technology may seem futuristic, it has been used in agriculture since 1980, starting with the use of Japanese fertilizer for the first time. I would like to acknowledgement Sir Somajit Gorai for providing support and guidance. I got to learn to a lot of more about this project and AI agriculture drone, which will be a very helpful for me. In the end, I would like to thank my parents. Without them, I would not have been able to complete this project. What is an UAV or drone? An unarmed air vehicle is a type of aircraft that operates without human pilot on board. There are different types of UAVs employed for different purposes. Originally, the technology was employed by the military for anti-aircraft target practices, intelligence gathering, and surveillance for some enemy terrorists. Advancement in technology has allowed for the increased adaptation of unmanned aerial vehicles for various purposes. Over to you, Arpan. Hello, Arpan?
Yeah, hello. Sorry, I was talking on mute. I'm very sorry. Okay, so as Rohit has explained, so drone is a very interesting topic nowadays, and I would like to mention that nowadays the most significant problem in industrial pollution is regarding to the pesticides. So one of the most important factors for sustainable agriculture is the amount of pesticides used. At now, drones provide effective and nature-friendly solutions, especially for pesticide applications. Thanks to my ability to determine the right place for the soil to be applied. Rohit, can you please go to the previous slide actually? Yeah. So this slide very clearly, demonstrates the types of UAVs or drones, you can say, unmanned aerial vehicle. So as you can see, the first picture, this is a helicopter-like picture. So this is a single rotor UAV. All right. So coming to the next one, this is the kind of UAV that all of us notice nowadays. This is a multi-rotor UAV. Okay. So it has not a single rotor, but it can be three rotors. Basically most commonly use four rotors. And the next one, the design that you can see, the fixed wing UAV, I would like to mention that this is the most significant UAV design, which is used for long term flying. And in our project, this design is of most important, because this is a design which is being used by the industries and the market for producing agricultural drones. Now my friend Rohit will explain the different kind of sensors that are used in the drones, to get data. So over to you, Rohit.
As we know, there are different types of sensor in drones. Drones availability of the different camera sensors allow drones to provide more information on what to observe in the human eyes. Maximum number of sensors, the greater information obtained from the images. The following sensors are available: RGB red, green, blue for planting, plant counting, height modeling, and visual inspection. NIR sensor, water management, erosion analysis, plant count, soil moisture analysis, and plant health. There is RE sensor, plant count, management, and product health. Thermal infrared sensor is used for plant physiology and yield estimation. There is also a sensor which is very important, as we know, GPS module. It is used for positioning of drone because it uses its GPS position for positioning different land terrains. There is also an ultrasonic sensor for auto leveling to maintain the height from the ground. Please, over to you, Arpan.
Okay. One more sensor, one more terminology that I would like to tell, that is the normalized differential vegetation index. In short, it is called as NDVI, which shows the difference between red light reflected from plants and close infrared light. Healthy leaves, the leaves which are healthy actually absorb red light through an active photosynthesis process and strongly reflect near infrared light. So this is the process. It is a very complicated process and it requires a huge amount of computing, but this is the basic scenario which we use, the normalized differential vegetation index. This index helps the agriculturals to get account of all the cultivation and cultivation parameters. Okay, so this slide is why drones in agriculture. So this is the main question that will arise to all my fellow classmates and my teacher as well. So why are we using such costly technology in agriculture? So I will tell you one by one. So for the farmers, it is a very hectic task to map their terrains, because the farmers can have acres and acres of land. So it is not possible for a single farmer or a couple of farmer to monitor all their terrains. So with the help of a drone, they can very acutely and very fast, with very quick data processing, they can fully monitor their terrain several times a day. Okay. Also, as I said earlier also, that a chemical pollution is very significant in agriculture, because a lot amount of chemical pesticides are being exposed to the environment. By using drones, we can very precisely we can apply these pesticides, so that we can uh, mm, nullify the ill effects of the pesticides by controlling their exposure, or by means of better application procedures. Okay. And also, as you can see, farmers can spend more time treating plants and less scouting. So scouting is the sense like you are watching over your farm and everything. So farmers can get a very good time to for better agriculture. Rohit, can you please go to the previous slide for once? Yeah, thank you. So and also these drones can be used to measure the health of crops. Now this is very interesting, because with the use of a simple drone, you are flying over your farm, and from such height you can actually calculate what is the health of your crops. Are they damaged, are they healthy? You can calculate all of this with the help of these drones. And also, this is the most important point of our presentation, that drones are able to successfully manage seed planting process in the soil. So this is a process where the saplings, the small plants or saplings, they are composed in a kind of bullet, and these bullets are fired by the drones and they get planted. So this process of planting trees with the help of drones is very significant in the afforestation protocol. So all over the world, countries are focusing on for reforestation or afforestation with the help of drones, because with the help of drones they can scale up. But because normal manpower can plant around 50 trees a day. On that side, a drone can plant innumerable number of trees depending upon the charge. Okay, Rohit, next slide please. Okay. So please, so this is the question, that how are I told you that drones can monitor the health of the plants, drones can monitor through your terrain. So how will the drone do this? I will tell you in the next slide with few simple steps. Okay. The first step is analyzing the area. Now, this identifies the territory being tested. Therefore, the first step includes establishing a boundary, analyzing the area, and then finally uploading the technical GPS information into the drone's navigation system. Clear? Okay. So this is basically you are analyzing all the data and sending all the inputs to a system, so that the agricultural or the farmer or the scientist can analyze them. Okay. Now the second one is using autonomous drones. So if you are controlling a drone, then it becomes hectic, because then also the farmer will have to invest his time by flying the drone. Okay, so there we are implementing autonomous drones. Since unmanned aerial vehicles are independent, they enter flight pattern. So we give them a pattern and they flight according to that pattern into their already established system to collect the required data. Next step is uploading the data. After capturing all the required data through the sensors, as Rohit explained to you, the different multispectral sensor or RGB sensor, it is processed through numerous software for further analysis and interpretation. We are not going into the analysis part because it is very deep, and we're not focused on the analysis part, but we're focused on the overall scenario. Okay, now the final step is the output. Okay, so after collecting the data, they format it, so that because the data comes in a very congested manner, so the for simple farmers, it will not be possible to get get the insights or get some understandable information. So for that reason, after collecting the data, the drones format it so that the farmers can understand the data with no hassle, bringing them a step closer to precision farming. 3D mapping or photogrammetry are popular methods to display extensive data collected. So after all these steps, we're finally manipulating the data so that we can get it in an organized manner, so that the simple farmers or the agriculturals, they can understand it. All right, Rohit, over to you.
Yeah. In precision agriculture, I know that we all know that in agriculture, precision is very important. In drones, precision is maintained by the microprocessors. Like drones includes hyperspectral, thermal, or multispectral sensors, recognize area that are too dry or need improvement by the farmers. Drone survey helps to improve water efficiency and disclose potential pooling leaks in irrigation by providing irrigation monitoring yields. Calculation of vegetation index to help realize that health of crops and emitted heat energy. Sensitive agriculture refers to the method of managing crops to ensure the efficiency of inputs such as water and fertilizer, and to maximize the quality and the productivity. This term also includes harmful unwanted flooding and disease to minimize. Now, there is also a mapping and measurement part that will over to you, Arpan. Hello, Arpan.
Okay, Rohit, please go to the next slide.
Arpan.
Yes, please go to
Okay.
the next slide. Yes. So this is the precision agriculture that Rohit said. The sensitive agriculture simply refers to the method of managing crops to ensure the efficiency of inputs such as water and fertilizer, and to maximize productivity, quality, and productivity. So I hope precision agriculture is understandable to everyone. So drones allow farmers to continually find problems or errors that would not be visible at the ground level spot, controls to monitor plant and livestock conditions. So I will tell you a simple example. Suppose some thieves, you have a mango farm, and some thieves are into your farm and they're stealing your mango. So you, with the help of drones, you can very efficiently monitor all these security concerns. And also you can imagine that you have a farm full of cows and goats, and someone is coming to your farm and stealing those livestock, that we call livestock, that can be chicken, anything. So with the help of drones, you can monitor all this. Rohit, next slide please. Okay, now comes mapping and measurement. So this picture that we have posted here, so this is a thermal image from the captured by the drones. Okay, so as Rohit said, there are different thermal sensors installed. So with the help of these thermal images, you can actually map and measure your terrain, and also you can monitor the health, as we previously mentioned. Rohit, next slide. Many new agricultural drone models are equipped with flight planning software that allows the user to draw the space he or she needs to cover. So we can plan that where should the drone go and what area should the drone map. Then that software automatically makes a flight path and in some cases, even the camera ready for shooting. While drone is flying, it automatically shoots photos using onboard sensors and built-in camera and uses GPS to determine when to take each shot. So basically, the drone will be programmed and it will be able to independently monitor, map, and also click photos. Someone suppose someone is stealing your crop and you can automatically click that photo, or suppose there is a place in your farm that is damaged. Okay, so you can the drone can click that photo, and also the farmer can program the drone that I want to go to that area of my farm and get a picture what is happening over there. So all these things you can easily do with your drones. Over to you, Rohit.
Yeah, product sparing and fertilization. As we know that spraying is a very important thing in America. Spraying is done by.
One thing, Rohit, I would like to add actually. So in this picture, actually, you can see two type of images. Okay, so the bottom image that you can see, this is the contemporary method of spraying. Okay, you can see that hectares of land are there, and you have to install all these pipelines through over them to spray. And on the above picture, you can see that a drone is spraying. So I hope you can imagine that how efficiently and accurately a drone can spray for the insecticides and pesticides. And also you can imagine that it is very cost effective, and also the wastes will be less in the environment. Sorry, Rohit, for interrupting.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no, no, it's
Please carry
okay.
on.
As we know that previously aeroplanes are used for spraying purposes, but that is very costly process. Nowadays, drones are very uh, less costly than comparing to the aeroplane spraying. Uh, in in 2015, Federal Aviation Administration approved Yamaha RMAX as the first drone weighing more than 55 kilos to carry fertilizer and pesticide tanks to spray plants. Drones like this are capable of spraying on plants with much more precision than a conventional tractor. This helps to reduce cost and potential pesticide exposure to workers who need to spray these plants manually. A drone service startup company in US, NDVI, maps to direct in sensor fertility application on corn and other crops. By using drones generated variable rate applications VR maps to determine the strength of nutrient uptake with a single field, the farmer practically 300 kg per hour of fertility to your struggling areas, 200 kg hour to medium quality areas, and 150 kg per hour to healthy areas, decreasing
I'm
fertilizer
very
cost
sorry,
and
Rohit.
increasing yield.
Sir, I am also very sorry. So this will not be kg per hour. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. It will be kg per hectare actually. It is the amount of fertilizer per hectare that you are talking about. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's a data processing and analysis. Uh, this is the part which I have added to it. Actually, drones are also used for fishery. Recently, I have supplied a drone to fishery, Barakpur Fishery, SIFRI, which is also known SIFRI, Central Inland Fishery Research Institute. They are using drone for water testing and monitoring purposes. In sea drones are used for fish tracking purposes. They are using a bottle of can hanging on the drone with a winch, help of winch, and they are putting that bottle 15 meters under the water, and they are taking that water for testing purpose, as we don't know what is the quality under the 15 meters of water or more than that. So they are using this for as a research purposes, and they are taking me as also in the research. So I'm very glad of it. So next slide, data processing and analysis. This is the part of Arpan. Please take over. Arpan.
Yes,
Hello.
Rohit, please move to the next slide, please.
Okay.
Yes. So the previous slide that you have seen, that is the data processing and analysis. Okay. So as a drone collects data on an area, as I've discussed, the camera takes several hundred photos as a lawnmower. Pattern flies back and forth on the field. So as the drone moves back and forth in the field, it takes several hundreds of photos. These images were then made to make the results useful. With a special software, you can process your computer images locally, which can be time consuming level. In the beginning, to achieve repeatable results, to gain mastery of the software, the flight after the flight can be a steep leaning curve. So basically, how we are getting the data by which we are able to quantify the health status, and also how we are able to map the terrain. So all this is made possible by taking several hundreds of photos. So basically, when the drones travels up and down in an area, it takes photos, and there is a special software that the industries have built for the analysis purpose, that I've said that we're not going in deep. So the drone basically takes hundreds of photos, and a software analyzes them and develops insights. These insights are helpful for the farmers, and as I have discussed, so you can get a lot different outputs from this data that the drone will discover. So this is all about data processing and analysis. So next we will see how the planting procedure or planting takes place with the help of a drone. Rohit will guide you and help you how the planting procedure gets on.
Planting process is very new to this. In planting, drone startups in India have invented drone planting system that allow drones to shoot pods, their seeds, and crucial nutrients into the soils. This technology doesn't only reduce cost by almost 85%, but also increases consistency and efficiency. Results, benefits of drone technology.
Okay, Rohit.
UAV.
Yes, Rohit, can you please go to the previous slide once more, actually? So, guys, this is the thing that, that bullet that you are talking about. This is the thing. This is the leaf shroud, and this is the kind of bullet that are put into the drones. And these bullets are actually very useful for a huge amount of forestation. So when you are when your target is to get a mass forestation, not for one plant, two plant, you're going to buy a drone, you can plant your tree by hands only. But if you are thinking of planting 500 trees a day or 1000 trees a day, then this technology is for you, and this will be very beneficial for you. As you can see, this is the animated bullet that I have pasted in the slide. So this is the kind of bullet, and with the help of the drone, you can just shoot it, and it will be dig into the ground, and after some days the green plant will sprout out. So this is how the planting occurs. Okay, Rohit, sorry for the interruption, please go on. Hello, Rohit. So actually it is not done actually. Please start with the benefits of drone technology actually.
Have you told that the container is made of biodegradable soil?
Oh, no, please tell and then continue.
It is a biodegradable container, as if it launches the container. When it hits the ground, the soil mixed with the biodegradable container, it also converted it into the soil. So this is very beneficial, I think.
Definitely,
uh,
definitely, yeah.
I have already stated this line, I think. Okay, UAV livestocking farming. Okay, so is this part? Uh,
Yes. Actually, livestock is a part of agriculture where you you grow goats and different kind of animals that the human beings consume. So that kind of farming is called as livestock farming. So this technology can be used. So this image that that everybody can see, so this is a thermal image of animal conservation forest. So with you can see the drone has took snapped this image, where you can see the elephants are moving around in the night. So this drone technology can also very much is also very much beneficial if you want to monitor your livestock farming. So suppose you have a farm full of cows, goat, hens, or you have a conservation forest where you have several animals. So with the help of this technology, you can simply monitor them without any hassle, and very effectively you can get them. Rohit, next slide, please. Rohit.
Yes,
Hello.
I have already put it in next slide.
Okay,
Hello.
okay. So there you can see the points. You can monitor the movements of your cattle. Cattle is nothing but your animals. Thermal sensor technology helps find lost animals. So if an animal is lost, you can actually find them with the help of a drone and thermal sensor technology. Rohit, next slide, please.
Yeah, whatever.
The last slide, you continue. Okay, do it fast. We
Yeah,
have very
for
less time.
yeah, I know. Actually, there's a internet interruptions. We
Yes,
will
yes.
be directly coming to the disadvantage of drones.
Benefits,
As
benefits.
we
No, Rohit, benefits. We have missed the benefits.
actually, I have already explained the benefits, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but let's come to the disadvantages. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Uh, in the world, there is no drones can fly maximum than 30 minutes. I'm talking about quadrocopters, multi-rotor drones. And drones are very expensive. Agriculture drone for 16-liter fluid capacity costs 6 lakhs. In India government, DGC have yet not given full permission to the drones. It can be misused by the terror organization as just because we don't have any perfect jammer for the drones yet. There are some solutions for the disadvantages, which I think it is correct. AI systems can be used as a pair drones for auto parking charging. If we manufacture 80% of parts in India, we can reduce the cost of it. As whole world know that we can launch satellite at a very cheaper price. We have to make some good security tools for the counter. As you can see, the global agricultural drones market, largest market by the region of North America in 2018 is 1.5 billion. And 2024 market size is 6.2 billion. Market growth rate in 2019 to 2024, it is 25%, and it is now still growing. So it is a very good gambling for drones right now. So conclusion, I will be coming to the conclusion. Agricultural drones technology is undoubtedly the future of Indian agrarian community. It can transform traditional farming method in uncountable ways. Even though this technology is more complex to be familiar with, it will yield its results in no time once learned. We have got the reference from Agricultural Drone, A Peaceful Pursuit by K.R. Krishna. Drone in production ergonomy. And there's a website precision.com. We have got a lot of information from this. Thank you for your watching.